Can you smell the circus, Georgie? There's peanuts, cotton candy, hot dogs, and popcorn. Is that your favorite?
Uh-huh.
Mine too. Because they pop. Pop, 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 pop. Pop, pop, pop.
Well, dear. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Nick the Rat Radio, episode 405. We're back on the wagon. We're going to be drinking some Modelo. I think Modelo could stay down. Right? Let's crack it open. Episode 405, Nick the Rat Radio, the only podcast coming to you from the sewers of Brooklyn, New York. Nick the Rat Radio. Tonight is the last Wednesday of September. That means next month is super creepy time. Super duper creepy time. Right now it's just creepy time because it's still September. It's the 27th. We're going to be going into the 28th in a little bit, in an hour from now. We always start the show at exactly 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Wednesday night. Haven't missed a night except for one, I think last November. Got the coof. The coof came through the sewer. Thanks, Bushi, or whoever you are in the chat room. That's good. The chat right now is a little bit all over the place. It looks like I think Bushi's having conversations with Bushi about Bushi all day in the chat lately. It's a little bit wild if you want to go check that out. The chat also right now is broken, so the Twitch chat is not coming through on the video. Something got disconnected here. Don't know. So if you want to be in the chat in the video, you have to go to zeronode/sewer chat or something. There's a link somewhere for it. Yeah, even the Discord's not going to come through there. Sorry, excuse me. Oh, disgusting. So that's one thing that's going on. The chat's all messed up right now. It's a little bit wacky, a little bit crazy, a little bit weird. Bushi, I don't want to have to kick you out, buddy. I can't have sex with the listeners, okay? It's in my contract. All right. What else is going on here? Tonight. Well, also there's I didn't officially do this yet. I'm thinking about doing this. Something I wanna get through. I wanna put a test run through maybe soon. I'm trying to figure out how to do this. But think about when people subscribe, they're gonna get like maybe I could send them like a personal like little zine or something, like a 12-page zine with a whole bunch of little freaky stuff in there. I think it'd be kind of cool. Then I could gather them all up throughout the year, have like a monthly release, like 12 pages or something. Then at the end of the year, have like put them all together in like a collection of all this, and it would just be some. It wouldn't be anything groundbreaking. It would be some poetry, some naked pictures, mayonnaise recipes, perhaps. Cheap as fuck though too, because the amount of money it would take to make a 12-page thing that would ship out, it would be at least $1 to $2, and then subscriptions are only $4.20 a month. So it's think about it. I'm actually losing money. We're not there yet though. It's something I'm playing around in my head. So we're gonna see if that is something that I could do. But I think it'd be cool. I think people would like to get something physical in their box, if you know what I mean. Life has always been all this digital stuff lately. Nobody's getting any physical stuff in their boxes. Some people just want to get something physical in their box. So, yeah. So tonight, what are we talking about tonight? Do we have any creepy topics tonight? What do you think, scary? Not really. Let's do a quick look over here. Let's do a quick look at some. What can we talk about? What's in my Twitter feed? Anything in my Twitter feed? What is this? What is this tweet about? Kids missing in Ohio. Let's see here. What is it? No, I don't want the video for that. There's more than 1,000 kids reporting missing in Ohio this year. Well, that's pretty goddamn scary. What else is scarier than missing kids? I guess there are kids in Ohio. I think more than 45 kids have gone missing in Cleveland, Akron area this month alone. Holy Mayo, that's a lot of children. That's a lot of children's there. So I guess maybe we could do like a PSA or something. We could figure out what's happening with these kids. Maybe this episode. How about that? Yeah, how about that? We'll just do that. We're gonna this episode of Nick the Rat Radio. If you know where the kids in Ohio are going, or where they went to, or what's going on with these kids in Ohio, please give me a call at 917-719-5923, or you could email me, nick@nicktherat.com. Akron. I don't have the kids, Fergus. The kids are not in the sewer. I'm telling you. We don't have room in the sewer for thousands of kids that I know of, perhaps, maybe. That's pretty scary, though, you know? Like, if you're a parent in Ohio right now, you're probably thinking about like gluing your kid's hands to the pavement or something, like something stupid like an activist might do to complain about oil. It's weird. It's really weird. These activists, that do stupid stuff like ruin paintings and things. It's like, wait, what do you think we don't know? You don't think people already have opinions? You think your silliness is going to change somebody's opinion? Like, oh man, I really loved oil fucking byproducts before, but since you ruined the Mona Lisa, god damn it, you're right. I think this whole situation needs to be reevaluated. I think maybe we need to get rid of plastic straws. You're right. No, you're not changing anybody's minds. You're just trying to make yourself feel better as your own apocalypse looms over you. I guess. I don't know. So yeah, we're talking about the kids tonight. We're trying to save the children. Because without kids, we don't have Halloween or anything anymore. We don't have a future. We don't have doctors or lawyers or new AI algorithms or large language models to be designed if the future of, especially Ohio, is gone. Ohio is a big place. You think that it's small, it's pretty big. And we gotta help these kids. And I think the best way to help is to learn about it. I think this is pretty scary. This is like, Nick the Rat doesn't usually do like really like PSA type things, you know, like save the children. But I figure, hey, why not? You know, I guess there's some interest in it. I just saw it on Twitter. I read about this. Do the authorities have any ideas? Let's see. The disappearings are creating a disturbing trend in northern Ohio, which began in May when nearly 30 children went missing in the first 2 weeks. What is going? This is. Are they finding feet anywhere? Are feet showing up like kids' shoes in the pavement or anything? I don't. Listen, tonight we're really going to need to reach out to Ohio. I do know that our audience is pretty large. I think we definitely have a couple people from Ohio that have donated. So if you're in Ohio, you could email nick@nicktherat.com to get me your story, or you could call in. You could call 917-719-5923. We want to know if you know what's going on with these kids. That's what we're talking about tonight. Don't clog up the line if you want to like whisper sweet nothings to me and try to make me break my oath of, especially you, Bushi, Bone Twone. Let's see, now what we know is when we look behind the numbers, some of those represent repeated runaways, and local police have talked about that. He added data for abductions. Sex trafficking is not always entered correctly as the state deals with police staffing shortages. What is going on in Ohio? Where are these kids going? For some reason, in 2023, we've seen a lot more than we normally see. There's just a whole bunch of kids. There's Gideon Hefner, 14. September 12th, just went missing. Goliath, 17. Last seen in Akron, gone. Elijah Hill, 16. Disappeared September 20th from Sandusky. Nobody's safe. These kids aren't safe. Graham, 17, gone. North Canton, September 23rd. These are just dates and names of people, but there's really no facts or evidence in this article. Nobody knows. So we're going to find out tonight. We're going to try to figure this out. We're going to try to help out Ohio. So, Ohio, this one's for you. Let's start the show off, though. Let's get a song or something going, right? Yeah, that's how we usually do it. We're going to play a quick song, and we'll be right back with more Nick the Rat Radio. This one's from Tommy Hacks with Invasion OFC. We're going to come back. We're going to open the phone lines. We're going to find out what's going on in Ohio. I hope you stick around. I hope you help the cause and figure out what's going on.
Silent echoes fade as galaxies collide. Unveiling the secrets AI embraces.
Enter New Earth. This planet is our home. Everything you know is light years away. Enter New Earth. This planet is our home. Everything you know is light years away. Hallucinis Tranquilla. Everything you know is light years away. Enter New Earth. This planet is our home. Everything you know is light years away. Hallucinis tranquilla.
Well, welcome back. Wow, that was it's a very upbeat song for the start of the show. All this music is CC BY 3.0. You can find it all on SoundCloud. It's all free to use. Just give the artist some props and links and stuff like that. Actually, I wonder if this still works. There's a thing I usually do in here. One. There we go. That's the track. That's the link right there. Thank you, Servo, perhaps. Hey, Lavish. How you doing? How you doing out there, Lavish? You're from Ohio, right? Where are the kids, Lavish? Did you take them? Did you sweep them up? Are you the collector of the children's? The children's? I'll read whatever I want to read, Mr. Ham Moranica. We got the phone lines are wide open. They're working. I think they're working. Let's see if the phone lines are working here. 917-719-5923.
Hey, Nick. Nick the Rat.
Woo!
Hey, Nick. Nick the Rat. Have you ever listened to a human cannonball at the local state fair? Local state. No shit. Anyway, this clown is about, well, not clown, but yeah, he just dropped down in the tube. I hope this isn't like Zindu's Slooge, because this guy's going to go everywhere. Anyway, shit's really loud. I hope it's recording. Hello? Oh yeah, the countdown. And I hope this is better radio than it is standing here being the only idiot with his phone to his ear, not trying to take video of it, because apparently everyone else thinks this video on a small ass screen is going to make some difference in their life. So, well, I mean, it's anticlimactic at this point. The dude's in a big rocket. Oh, the vibrator just turned on. Joining in for the countdown. All right, 10, 9. I'll let the crowd do it. Oh shit. I hope our ears don't bust. Holy shit, he missed the net! Kidding. Yeah, that was a little anticlimactic. We should have loaded it up with like whipped cream and shit. Had it spray all over everyone like a Guar concert or some shit. Anyway, back to the fun. It's my company night. Adios, mofo.
What? Did somebody just get shot out of a cannon there? Let's see. It looks like we just got an email here. One is from Jerome from Canton, Ohio. Kids go missing around these parts all the time. On Halloween a few years back, in like the 2010s, my friend and I decided to explore an old abandoned house on Elm Street. The place was rumored to be haunted by some rich guy's money. I heard kids be killed chasing their dream. What? I heard kids be killed chasing their dreams on Elm Street. Look, if you're gonna send me emails, like, can you proofread this? Like, am I reading this? We need people to read these emails before I read them. That's all I'm saying. I heard kids be killed chasing their dreams on Elm Street in this house. The American dream be damned, eh? What is this guy, Canadian? Ohio is like right near Canada, right? We did a little B&E and had the run of the place, but the clock struck midnight and something changed. The walls began to bleed, and the owner woke up and threatened us with a gun. And the air grew icy. What is... That's when we heard it, the eerie laughter of some children echoing through the house. We followed the haunted sounds to a room whilst escaping gunfire from a man in a robe, and then we saw a group of little white children dressed in tattered costumes dancing in a circle like a bunch of hippies. One of them was a girl I recognized. Some chick I used to hook up with had like 10 kids, and this was definitely one of them. I think her name was Emily or something, so I grabbed her. But before we knew it, we were all inside of the circle dancing like hippies. The room seemed to spin, and the children's laughter turned into sinister cackles and the sounds of the wall blowing up from the shotgun shells hitting it. When we stopped spinning, we were outside, but Emily was gone, and luckily we had pockets full of cash and jewelry. To this day, I can't forget her desperate yelps for help as we were torn apart. Unforgivable. Thank you for the email there, Jerome from Canton, Ohio. It's good to know that we have some people out there in Ohio that know how to write emails. That's very good. Do we have any other emails coming through here? No, but it does look like we do have more voicemails. Let's play another a voicemail. 917-719-5923. The phone lines are open. If you could help save the children, give me a call.
Hey, Nick, I forgot what I was going to say. But I knew I just wanted to call and talk to you. It's me, Mr. Harmonica. Man. And, sir, I must let you know that you're going down, sir. You're fucking going down, sir. And who's going to bring you down but me, sir? I'm going to bring you down, Nick. With me and my team of lawyers, sir. We're going to sue the fucking shit out of you, everything you own. I'm taking it all, Nick, and then we're going to force circumcise you.
What?
You'll be sued to circumcise. Oh, shit.
You could try to sue all you want.
Anyways, oh, wait. I got to stay in character. I got to keep it together. I'm suing. This is Dr. Lawyer, Mr. Harmonica.
You can't sue any more than the
fucked
sewer.
Up. You blew it, Nick. I told you specifically at the beginning of a voicemail never to play my voicemails. You breached that contract. So everything you own will be mine, and plus 6% of the donation.
Do you want a zine also?
And also, Dr. Mama Homo's going down, too. That son of a bitch.
What is Dr. Mama Homo?
I'm suing him as well.
Dr.
Don't you ever comment
Mama
on my
Homo?
timestamps. So both of all of your
Feminist,
property,
gay,
soon to be Dr. Lawyer, Mr. Harmonica's property.
Dr. Lawyer Homo? What?
And I hope you enjoy being ruined financially.
Too late, sucker. Dr. Lawyer?
Me and Kevbot been talking about this. Okay, on with
Mama
the show.
Homo. Dr. Mama Homo? I don't know what's going on anymore. After you start drinking a whole bunch of beers and stuff, you start to forget what's going on. Wait, let me see this email here. I think we just got another email. Yeah, just put in the email in the subject line to nick@nicktherat.com. If you email me a story, just put in the put in the subject line Ohio help Ohio children or Ohio kids. Put the subject line to Ohio kids. It's short and easy, and I could search for it. Put that into the subject line. So, because I get a lot of emails, I'm getting like hundreds of emails almost a minute. I have spam filters on too. I know you're like, oh, Nick, just block the emails, the spam folder. No, these are all important emails. So I can't really delete them, but I can set up a rule. So if you send the story or a way to save the children with Ohio, yeah, I got another email here. This one is from Bobby from Wooster. There's a place called Wooster, Ohio. He writes, I heard stories about these vanishings, and here's my story. A few years back in Wooster, a bunch of us held a bonfire ritual in the woods, a tradition that dated back centuries. Really? How old is Ohio? Does it even go back centuries? We gathered around the roaring flames, singing songs. That's really weird to say together. Singing songs and edited and the word draw. Those are some weird words. Singing songs buck naked and telling ghost stories and drinking swill. I can relate to that. As the clock neared midnight, the fire blazed higher when my friend John threw some lighter fluid on it, casting eerie shadows on the ancient trees of Wooster. Suddenly the flames formed a circle and the air grew thick. I was scared John got the woods aflame, but luckily no trees were hurt, but maybe kids were. We then all saw... This is a long email. Wooster. What's going on here? This is like 10 pages. I'm going to only read part of this here. We then all saw children from the town dressed in costumes from different eras emerging from the flames like you would see in an Asian massage parlor. One was... What are you... Whoa, okay. That's graphic. I'm gonna skip that part. Emailer. It's disgusting. They moved like ghosts. This part looks like it's okay. Their eyes were and completely black. They grabbed the hands of the living children who were partying with us, and powerless to resist, I watched in horror as my little brother Jack was pulled into the fire. The circle closed and the flames consumed them. The ritual ended, leaving the rest of us in shock, our hearts forever haunted by the sacrifice that took place that night. We never spoke to anyone about how we paid John to help us get rid of the evidence until today. A Wooster. We should maybe take a break. This is getting a little serious. Maybe you shouldn't talk about setting kids on fire in the forest. Maybe we should figure out how to help these kids. Maybe it's just another day by XX and Cassandra. Hello. Hold on, I gotta add this here. Okay, here we go. We're gonna thank some people. First, we're gonna thank people that send stuff to the P.O. Box. We got one letter today. Let's open it up. Account 6969 dude. Beta show number, it can't hurt. $4.04. 404. Oh wow. Sir Mike Rauch sent me 404. That was last episode. Thank you so much for the 404. Mr. Harmonica Man, you did not send this. This is from my doctor. Actually, hell, this could be from Satan himself. I have no idea. It's getting spooky out there. The world's unraveling. Things are going crazy. And sometimes they just line up. You never know what's going to happen. But thank you so much for this $4.04. Means a lot. Thank you. We also have some donations on... you go to nicktherat.com, click on donate, and there's a donate button there. And it's all through PayPal. So if you don't like PayPal, then well fuck, then I'm screwed. It looks like we have, I read initials and the amount. See, PayPal does it give the address of, I would have to set up, I'm trying to figure out for this zine thingamajig. I keep thinking, I thought it was an ad, there might be an address somewhere. I might be able to backtrace these. This is from MAC with 420. Thank you so much, MAC. You might receive a zine in the mail soon. But then again, there might be people that don't want that. They're going to be like, what the hell is this thing in my mailbox? I don't want that there. When did this come in? Hold on one second here. October 25th? Oh, wait, no, this is... I'm so confused here. September 25th? September 25th, we have KS with 420. Oh, yeah, that was that day. What's going on here? Why is my mailbox all fucking weird? I don't know what... I hate Google. Google just does shit. Google's just like, you know how you did that thing? You fuck you. Actually, Windows does that shit too. Windows Server and all that bullshit. Change up fucking all their crap on you. Using it one day and the next day it's like, oh, do you want to use your the legacy version? Or do you want to use the new bullshit version? And you always just wind up clicking, I want to use the legacy version anyway. It's like, why are they so stupid? Don't copy my beer can code there. You might look how moist that can is. If you're not watching the video, then you're winning. I think that might be it. I think so. 25th, 24th, 23rd. What is this one? That was that. And then the 19th, the 18th was 18th. Yeah, that was the last step. Okay, yeah, that's it there. Let's see if there's any. You could also send some Satoshis. You could shoot your sats at me. We do have one sat shooter from Metis with 14,850 sats. What's up, nerds? Want to come on my new show? Yeah, Metis is going to I think he's trying to get a band of the wacky people, like a wacky podcast crew together to fornicate podcasts together to create. Looking for artists and voice actors and music makers, and if you got some time, hey, why not? Could be fun to create things with like-minded people. Well, thank you everybody so much for all the donations, and since donations were a little bit low, we're gonna have to play some advertisements because that's just how it works. You know, when you don't make the money through the public channels, you have to go through the annals of the corporations and reap the holes until you're got a lot of money. Yeah. So we're gonna play some of those, and then we'll be back later soon. We'll be right back, everybody.
Yes, hello. This is Elon Musk, and I would like to talk about. We had Tesla scientist and dark sewer scientist come together, and we have created a new technology that will blow 5G out of the proverbial water. We would like to say the speeds will be. Professional video game players will not be able to tell the difference between direct connection to the internet and the latency will be incredible. The new technology, we're calling it a 1P technology. To transmit messages, we'll be using dark sewer. Genetically engineered pigeons to be flying data back and forth. Instead of 5G technology, you just need one pigeon from the dark sewer network to effectively transmit as much data as you could possibly ever imagine. There's so much you could do with a pigeon. You plug it right into your Ethernet port, and you could play the latest Fortnite map right now. You could play it. You could play Fortnite, shoot people, professionals like Ninja. He wanted to play Fortnite with me one day, and I had meetings with Nick the Rat, so make sure your next computer you buy, phone and cars, 1P compatible. We'll be selling these pigeons on the dark sewer network for I think there's a monthly fee of $69.99. Fastest way to transport your information anywhere on the entire planet. And I'm Elon Musk. Bye.
See 10 tons of animal fury leap from the screen.
Hey, look!
See 8. See giant ape defy jaw shark. See giant ape vanquish monster reptile. Attribution liner demolished. See Metropolis fight to survive flaming Holocaust. See helpless beauty in embrace of 36-foot monster. See Ape in 3D.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Nick the Rat Radio. Tonight we're trying to find the kids of Ohio. We're doing our part. We need to find these children. We need to rebuild Ohio. 1,000 kids this year already. How many kids are gone missing in New York City in 2023? How many missing kids per state chart, please? 2023. Missing persons by state, 2023. Looks like California has the most. No, there's a table. Number of missing persons. Okay, well, something's already not lining up here, because this chart says the number of missing people in California is 2,100, 2.1K. Ohio is number 11 with only 358. This other article said there's 1,000 missing kids, and this other website, missing persons by, maybe nobody's reporting them missing? How many children go missing in state each year? On this day, we remember that some 460,000 children go missing from the United States every year. 460,000. Okay, nothing. I don't know what's going on anymore. People can only see this. Well, yeah, this is a different window here. I gotta add in. All right, look. I know what I'm doing. You guys think that you could? You think Sewer Chat could just mess with me? No. I know what I'm doing. Look at that. See, all over my face, words splatting all over me. I don't know. What numbers do you believe? Where do you get your numbers? Where do you find your missing children's and stuff? It's what is midnight in the sewer? What is Servo doing? Cheers to you, mate. All right, there's probably just a lot of kids missing. Where are they going, though? Maybe somebody on the phone line knows, or maybe somebody has some idea via email. Give me a call, 917-719-5923. Let me know if you know.
We'll help you on your quest to free these children from their shackles. We will liberate them to freedom, return them to their families, and we'll do it in the name of Jesus Christ our Lord. Right? Or Bill Gates, I don't know.
Name it Bill Gates? Sure. No matter who, in all words, we shall help these kids. Looks like we just got an email in here. This is from Joy from Sydney, Ohio. Wow, there's a lot of people from Ohio sending me email tonight. Thanks, guys. There's a lot of emails coming in. I'm filtering through them, though, because there's people from all over the country just writing in. But I'm specifically looking mainly for people in Ohio. So thanks for those for coming in. Hey, Nick, my bet's with the Frogmen. Look up the Loveland Frogman. Is this a tongue twister? What is the Loveland Frogman? Loveland Frogman. In Ohio folklore, the Loveland Frog, also known as the Loveland Frogman or the Loveland Lizard, is a legendary humanoid frog described as standing roughly 4 feet tall, allegedly spotted in Loveland, Ohio, 1972. The frog gained renewed attention when a Loveland police officer reported to a colleague that he had seen an animal consistent with the descriptions of the frogman. After the reported sighting in 2016, the second officer called a news station to report that he shot and killed the same creature some weeks after the 1972 incident and had identified it as a large iguana that was missing its tail. All right, I'm on board. Sure, what about this Loveland frogman? Let's continue on with this letter. I saw that mother... Okay, can you cut down on the profanity in emails, people? And he was real. I was driving along a desolate stretch of road just outside of Loveland one foggy night when I saw something that made my blood run cold and my tits stand on end. Standing by the side of the road was a creature like none I'd ever seen before. It was hunched over with slimy greenish skin and had eyes that glowed in the dark. I slammed on the brakes, and as my headlights hit the creature, it turned to face me, revealing a grotesque frog-like face with sharp teeth. The creature leaped onto the hood of my car, its webbed fingers clawing at the windshield. I could hear its eerie, high-pitched croaking echoing in my ear. It kept saying, "Got a light? Got a light?" Next thing I know, I wake up in a police station, handcuffed, and I got this, and get this, pictures of my children were missing from my wallet. If the frogman's not stealing kids, he's at least collecting pictures of them. Mr. Harmonica Man, I have to read these. These are accounts from people in Ohio missing their kids. Spooky, save me. You have to teach me how to wire up a Raspberry Pi to relay chats. And securely. So Frogman, huh? Frogman swiping up the little kids in Ohio? What do you think? Give me a call at 917-719-5923. Let me know. Maybe it is that. Maybe it's not that. Maybe it's, what is this one about? Fairy rings? I just got an email from Martha from Columbus, Ohio. I think I know why these youngins are gone missing. I've lived in Ohio for decades and was told stories about fairy rings in Wayne National Forest. But it happened to my family directly, so now I know a ton more about it. My grandson, little Timmy, wandered off one sunny afternoon, and we couldn't find him anywhere. Rather than call the police, we searched the woods for days, but there was no sign of him. Then one night, about 5 years later, I had a vivid dream of Timmy dancing with beautiful glowing fairies in a circle of mushrooms. I swear it felt like a message. We took a day trip to Wayne, and to our astonishment, there he was, asleep, covered in fentanyl and naked. What is this? Fentanyl and naked within the fairy ring. He couldn't remember a thing. Nine 917-719-5923.
Oh man, Nick, you.
Hello, caller.
Hello, Nick.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Listen, Ohio. Okay.
Are you calling
Have you
from
seen the
Ohio,
film?
caller?
Yes, I am from Ohio, America. Do you know about the movie Shawshank Redemption? The Shawshank Redemption.
The movie where they're in jail and they break out of jail and everybody's happy
That's right.
that they broke out of jail.
And everyone's happy. Well, spoiler alert, but yeah, exactly. That is the movie. And
But why were they in jail in the
that
first place? Did they kidnap kids?
one of them did, and they just beat the absolute shit out of him.
Huh.
You know what I mean? They don't like him. And if you get a real child toucher, a diddler, in jail, he doesn't do well.
People
but
that
prison's a real prison, Nick. It's a real place in Ohio.
Shawshank Redemption is a place in Ohio.
It started off as a mental asylum for little boys, Nick. It started off as a correctional mental asylum for little children, and they would go there. And this is like before the Depression. This is back when America was still happy, and they would send the boys there, Nick, to get corrected. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Like electrical brain shock therapy or
nah, they had no invented
lobotomies?
electricity yet. Nah. Well, maybe lobotomy.
Tylenol?
Under candlelight. You know, whatever they had back then. They put a sheep's stomach on your eyes to make you stop seeing the ghosts. You know. The old ways. The old ways, Nick.
Isn't it weird how there was just people that were giving lobotomies out and we're still like, yay, science?
Yeah, they were like, finally, progress. Finally, something better than the guillotine that we can use on these guys.
Like,
and then what's that?
What?
And then the Depression hit, Nick. The Depression hit, and there was crime skyrocketing, and people were losing their jobs and their homes and their families and their food. They were getting trampled by horses, Nick, in the streets. And then they had to cram all the boys into this little prison in Ohio.
Yeah.
And they put them all in the attic, and they locked over 500 little boys in the attic, Nick, in Ohio. And I've been to that attic. It smells awful.
Stinky?
Oh, they're shitting and farting all over each other for years.
So that's where you're saying all these kids are gone too. They're in an attic, and it's got to be a big house.
It's massive. It was built by a famous architect, Child P. Handler.
Child P. Handler.
Yeah, you can look him up. Child P. Handler. Yeah, he's a architect. He loved to fix little boys, Nick.
New York possession of child pornography. What is it? What? I don't know. I just did a search for child pornography criminal attorney in New York. Oh, what is? Hey, caller.
Nick?
Where are the children? Do you know the address?
Mansfield, Ohio. Did you catch that? Did you hear that?
Mansfield, Ohio?
Mansfield, Ohio. That's where they are, Nick. I believe that they've moved the attic underground, which no longer makes it an attic, so they can get away with it, Nick.
Is that near Tiny Taint Creek?
That's right. Tiny Taint, right next to the Grundle Bridge.
I gotta go there one day. I've never been to Ohio. Is it nice?
Parts of it are nice. And then the other parts were tenderly ass-fucked by the Rockefeller family for decades.
Yeah.
And it's covered with these old oil drilling facilities in this beautiful green lush pasture. You know, George Washington himself fought over Ohio. Do you know that?
Wow. Well, like he was flying over it in like a plane. He was a jet fighter.
He was. You've seen those the Indian movies, right? Where they got the cowboys and Indians that nose bomb each other.
Yeah.
George Washington did that in Ohio against the Indians.
He was the Red Baron, right? You called him the
Yeah.
Red Baron?
They called him Old Wooden Teeth, and he was the only guy in the military whose plane was made entirely of teeth.
How old was he when he died? How old was Christopher Washington?
I believe he was 69.
Washington when he died. When he dead.
Tender age of 69.
He was 69 when he died. Holy shit, man! I thought everybody said back in like the 14,000s was nobody lived that long, and they said they were short like midgets.
That's not true. George Washington lived to be 69, and he was like at least 6'3".
He got killed by a vampire.
Yeah. It was a sad occasion.
It sucked the blood out of him, 40% of his blood.
After they shot him in the head, yeah.
Well,
yeah. They have a memorial around here for it. It's this booth.
Musket Falls.
Yeah. It was a half-inch musket ball. And it wasn't even a British guy. That's the worst part about it. That's the saddest thing about it. That's why they don't talk about it in the history books. Ugh. They're in Ohio, Nick. They're in the fucking fart attic. Okay? Don't tell anyone I told you this. The Ohioans, the Buckeye State, these guys, they don't fuck around, Nick. If you're not part of the tribe, if you're not on board the Ohio train, and there is an Ohio train, they'll kill you, and they will put you in one of the Great Lakes, and they won't tell your family which one.
Is it the frogmen? Are there frogs? Are there lizard people out there in Ohio?
Oh, listen, I can't.
I knew it. That guy sounded just like a fucking... I knew he was a frog. He's a frog man. I know it. Trace his line right now.
Just missed it. Holy shit. Real fucking monster trucks. Monster trucks at the fair. Awesome. Anyway, my ears are still ringing in the arena. Excuse me. Oh, well, yeah, you missed the chainsaw art. So he's cutting stumps of wood. Chainsaw artist. That was pretty badass too. Damn, I am like abusing my fucking ears. And then I'm gonna go listen to Nick the Rat.
Oh, cool.
And all that EDM. Anyway, I was hoping they'd fire one up while I was on the phone with you, but I don't know if they will. They're introducing the drivers, but he's wearing pants, so I'm not gonna cheer. So, anyway, hey, are you wearing pants?
No. Looks like we just got another email right here. This is from Mick from Dublin, Ohio. Maybe I should hold on. Can I change this here? This is Mick from Dublin, Ohio. This is weird sounding. Hello, Mick from Ohio. Let's see what he says. I might know why them kids vanishing. What? Let's not do this. This doesn't sound very good. I might know why them kids are vanishing. 3 years ago on Halloween, my daughter, Sarah, was excited to go trick-or-treating with her friends. She dressed as a fairy princess, and because the streets are so dimly lit, I sent her trick-or-treating with heat. A Glock in one hand and her candy bucket in the other, she approached a house that seemed to glow with an unnatural light, something sinister within. The front door of the house reportedly swung open, and inside there was a dark, shadowy figure inside that was really huge and had red glowing eyes. Before I could react or get there, Sarah was whisked inside by an invisible force and the door slammed shut. I ran up to the house and pounded on the door, but there was no answer. When the door finally opened, it was empty inside the house. Sarah was gone, and all that remained was the faint sound of her laughter echoing through the house and her Glock was on the floor covered with mayonnaise. Halloween will never be the same. Well, thanks for that email there, Mick from Dublin, Ohio. Really, that's an eye-opening email. Farewell, my beautiful homeland, Roxy Lau.
Monster truck? Can you hear that monster truck? Hello, Nick? Can you hear the monster truck? Hold on a second. Can you hear the monster truck?
Yes. Yes, I can. That was only song number 4. That was Roxy Lau with a beautiful homeland. All the music is on SoundCloud. Go check it out. I hope everybody out there is enjoying October. The cooler weather is here. Things are getting slippery outside. So don't fall. Don't catch yourself slipping. Don't fall, and watch out for those kids in Ohio. Let's what is this one here? We got another email. Betty from Beaver Creek. Hi, Nick. The show is amazing. Here's a story that I'd like to share with you. We used to take our children to the local pumpkin patch every Halloween. Last year, as I don't know how they wrote this. I'm just reading it like this because I'm a little intoxicated. I had two Modelo's. Might puke soon. Last year, as we were choosing the perfect pumpkins, my youngest daughter disappeared in a blink of an eye. That's horrifying. How does that happen? You're just out in the fields and she vanished? Panic set in, and we searched frantically amongst the rows of pumpkins, thinking she might have fell into a sinkhole or something. Then that's when we saw it, a giant glowing pumpkin with an eerie pulsating light. It had to have been from China because the light was red. Really? Come on. It's a little racist there, I think. We approached it cautiously and heard her voice from within the pumpkin pleading for help. As we reached out to touch it, it emitted a blinding flashing light and we were sucked inside of it. We found ourselves in a nightmarish realm surrounded by monstrous grinning jack-o'-lanterns waving the Chinese flag. My little girl was there, but she was changed. She had hollow eyes, and she was speaking riddles and was fidgeting with some tools, putting together Nike shoes for an invisible devil. The only thing I could think of was a spell that my great-grandmother taught me, and I reached into my purse, grabbed a handful of loose change, and flung it at the demon Chinese jack-o'-lanterns, and the spell was broke. This might be why the kids are vanishing in Ohio. It's the Chinese. Okay, look, this is a very... I don't think Ohio is anti-Chinese. That sounds... I don't think I should have read that. 917-719-5923 is the number you could call me at. And that's...
Hey, hello?
Oh, dear. You again,
Hey,
Doctor?
Nick?
Where are you?
It's a fucking Bigfoot.
Whoa!
I found the Bigfoot, Nick. Bigfoot is here in the arena. He's growling at us. He's apparently been waxed recently. I'm watching Bigfoot. He smells as bad as you'd imagine. Probably worse. He's been drinking gasoline and alcohol. I love you, Nick.
I love you too. Stay safe, Doctor. Watch out for Bigfoot. Let's take a quick musical interlude with Evil Dark One, EVVLDVRK1 with Knight Rider. I want to see Knight Rider as a monster truck. That'd be fucking cool.
Hey everybody, yeah, it's me, Zindu, reporting to you live from in the streets of New York City, protecting the kids. Heard Nick's doing a little episode about child abduction today, right? Is that what's going on here? That's what I keep hearing. I keep hearing something about kids. Sorry, it's a little rainy out over in the city. Alright, open this beer here. Kids vanishing, huh? Yeah. This is the... it's coming in loud. It's coming hot. This is what the people want to hear. They want to hear some live people talking stuff and shit outside. You know what I'm trying to say? I don't even know what I'm trying to say. I'm just doing this because I signed a fucking contract with some scientist that has a goddamn nuclear bomb, laser guided, pointed directly at my asshole. Trying to avoid this from happening. So I'm trying to keep up my end of the bargain here. So here I am, talking about the missing kids. Oh boy, oh boy. Halloween is coming. Nick is right, you gotta watch out. You gotta watch kids in the street. You never know what kind of freak is gonna be out there, like a giant fucking 20-foot alien with 49 dicks. Could be me. Could be your next door neighbor. You never know what these people are gonna do. What they're looking at, what are they thinking about, who they're voting for, who do they pray to, who they're fucking, there's a lot of questions out there about your neighbors, and you gotta find out. So that's why you gotta hook up cameras and listening devices and little holes in the wall, and just put it through the holes in the wall so you can start listening to your neighbors. That's the best way to do it. You gotta make sure that everything is kosher in the neighborhood. You gotta make sure the neighborhood is kosher. Yeah. Alright. I don't know why you guys are so fucking worried about kids being sucked up into fairy portals or whatever. What you gotta worry about is the alien abductions, okay? So I'm talking, Jesus Christ, it's fucking coming down out here. Yeah, the alien abductions. I'm just gonna stay under this here little awning. Get away from that rain. There's a lot of rain there. The alien abductions is where you really got to worry about the kids. We're taking them. Well, not just the Octarians. There's the Palladians, the Greys, the Xenomorphs. There's a whole bunch of people taking you guys up. You're like little tasty cows of the universe. Little sheep people. You just fucking graze. You get real fat. We swoop in. We eat you. We fuck you. We do whatever we want with you. It's like Dante's Inferno. That's how I describe it. You guys are, and the young ones are the best, because they got all those adrenochromes in their brain. We suck out with little straws sometimes. Sometimes we'll just suck out some adrenochromes, put the kid back. They don't even know what happened. We got probes so far advanced that your idea of probe is like a stick. We're not using sticks, okay? There's no aliens coming here. Well, maybe the Palladians are. They're a little bit freaky like that. They got these vibrating sticks but that'll actually you'll know if that happened, because your hair falls out, like, a day later. We got these probes here that we can see inside of your souls. And the sad thing is, the kids on this planet they're pretty much already abducted. They ain't got much left within them. You guys, the planet Earth is basically turning into a meat sack factory. There's barely no souls left inside of the meat sacks. You guys have sold out. There's a couple of corporations that have all the souls just locked up in little jars. You guys don't even know about these things, but yeah, you send your kid, you worry about your kid being abducted by, like, your neighbors, and that's why you're spying on them and all that good stuff. But the truth is, it's the government, the school systems, these places are abducting your kids. They're getting forced into learning certain things. It's like a group, this group think. Group think's bad. It's like a cult. Once everybody's thinking in the same way, there's no breaking free. There's no breaking free of what is going to be done to you. You're in a prison with everybody else, and if you have a different thought, then you get ostracized, slapped in the balls, sent on the field naked, covered in mayonnaise. No kids want that, so they stick with the group. They don't really do anything else outside of the group. And then, they have no souls left. There's like Like, there's a fucking couple cults on this planet now. Yeah, you worry about your kids. And then you, whoever you are listening to this with kids, you already indoctrinated your kid to become just like you. All your same stupid beliefs that you have, your kid now has. Because if your kid disobeyed you and did something other than what you would do, they'd flip out. You know, you can't handle it. You can't handle it if your kid was a fucking German warlord, if you're a Dutch guy. You know what I'm trying to say? I don't really know how it works. I don't know how the culture works on the planet. I'm just saying that you are indoctrinated. You are kidnapping your own children, okay? Think about that. Look in the mirror. You're the number one kidnapper of this kid's soul. Think about that shit when you're handing out little fucking candy filled with fentanyl on Halloween. Yeah, I'm happy they caught that guy. I actually tipped off the FBI about where he was in Mexico. I've been tracing him. I've been watching him. Following that flow of the fentanyl shit. That guy's fucking... He's gonna burn in hell, that one. Anyway, this has been Zindu. I think my 5-minute time let it hit. I told you a scary story about how you guys, your own monster is destroying your own culture and society, and God bless your souls for it, because it's a hilarious thing to watch when you get off this planet. As soon as the scientists stop pointing giant nuclear fucking launched missiles at your asshole. But you don't want that. It's a day record. Trust me. Happened to me twice. I was previously married. Oh boy. Anyway, let's see. We're going to have a great night tonight, Nick the Rat. I hope you're having fun. I hope the people in the sewer chat are doing good. I hope you got that bushy guy on some sort of a blood thinner or something, because he's going a little bit wild out there. Anyway, have a good night. Happy Halloween. See you soon. I think I got to be back next week because, contracts and shit. All right. You know what? Maybe if I throw this thing far enough, get the fuck out of here. Go! Oh, no.
You're building a rat ship here. we're back with Nick the Rat.
I just gotta let you know right now, man, you're doing great stuff, and I fucking love you, man. Your show rocks. Nick the Rat!
Anyway, I'm going to get this party started.
They have been here since the dawn of time. They're here now, waiting, watching. They've gone unchecked, unnoticed, and now they're monsters.
What's the matter? My hand! Something bit my hand! Are you okay? Let's get the hell out of here.
Would you believe the other day I saw a rat this big?
Are you through?
No, I mean it. He was this big.
Overpopulated, oversized, and hungry.
Your lady friend was absolutely right about the rats. They've gotten into the subway.
The rat population of the world is estimated to be 108 billion. 24 times the human population.
Well, hot damn. That's a lot of rats. Hey everybody, welcome back. Nick the Rat Radio. Whew. It's getting late. I like the nighttime. It's not like being outside in the night. Actually, you know what? In the city, it's nice when the sun is setting, and like there's some, like the top of the trees have some light, but the bottom of the trees are covered in shade from like buildings. It's nice out. It's nice out when it does that. I like that. Looks like we have another email that just came in. Thank goodness. Let's see here. This one is from Robert from Lancaster, Ohio. Yo, Nick, peep this one. I'm a seasoned hunter, and I know the woods of Ohio like the backside of my lady. Last fall, I was out hunting, and I stumbled upon an eerie scene deep in the forest. A circle of mushrooms with a soft pulsating light and EDM music blasting and colorful flags hanging in the trees. The air felt charged with energy and it sent shivers down my spine. I heard distant laughter that sounded like children playing, but it wasn't normal laughter. It had a strange, otherworldly quality to it. There was also someone playing a harmonica. I've never ventured in near that fairy ring again. I don't know what happened there, but I wouldn't dare get any closer. All right, emailer, I don't know how that affects the story tonight, or how we could save the children of Ohio. That would be nice if you could help me out with that. But if you can't, then, well, don't send me any emails. Gee, we're getting a lot of emails here. This one just came in from Mark from Marion, Ohio. Zindu might be onto something. I was driving. No, he's never on. He's on something. He's not on to something. I was driving home late one night through Marion, Ohio, trying to get home to my wife for some puss. Really gonna write this in? This is all right. This isn't like a kid's show, but can we change that word to maybe something? Ohio trying to get home to my wife for some intimacy. When I saw it, a blinding light that descended from the sky. I couldn't move and my car's engine died. The light opened up in the sky like a giant intimacy. Then I saw them, aliens with elongated limbs and sinister glowing eyes. They floated out of the barn, and I could hear their voices in my head. Oh, that's fucking creepy, dude. Speaking in a strange, unintelligible language. Just as I thought they were coming for me, I noticed a child, a local boy named Tommy, floating above the barn, bathed in the same eerie light that was coming out of the intimacy. I couldn't do anything but watch as they whisked him away into the unknown. To this day, I can't erase the image of that barn and the chilling screams from my mind. Little kids should be protected from getting swept up in giant space poon. Thank you for the email there, Marion Mark from Marion, Ohio. Jeez. Do you have any more over here? Looks like we have this one just came in from Kimberly from Akron, Ohio. This is actually one of the places mentioned in the article. Nick, it's the frogmen making our kids vanish in Ohio. I know it. My family and I were out camping near the swamp during a warm summer night. This is where freaky rednecks up north and such. We heard strange rustling in a nearby reed and the sounds of water splashing. I thought it was just my kid Jimmy, but we peered into the darkness and we saw a tall humanoid figure with greenish scaly skin. A goddamned frogman. Its eyes were glowing in the moonlight, and it watched us all night as we drank hooch. Someone found some bodies of kids nearby, too. The frogmen must have ate them up, and the cops totally believed our story, and so should you. Keep up the good work. You're doing great. That was Kimberly from Akron, Ohio. I don't know if I'm ever going to go to Ohio. I've never been to Ohio. This is frogmen? That's horrifying. All right, I'll read. We have so many emails coming in right now. This one I think is from Ohio also, so I'll take this one. We just had a really very interesting one that just came in from Vegas that was very explicit. Drug use, nudity, everything. But we're going to skip that one. This is from Lou from Belmont. Nick, it ain't aliens, it ain't frogs, it ain't witches, it's fucking portals. I guess I could say fucking. I saw one when I was in the park one day. Saw a kid with a kite, and he was running. He ran right into it. His mom didn't see it, but when she came up to me and the cops wanted to search my white van, they said free MIO on the side of it. I also vanished into the portal. Not sure how it's happening, but it's happening. Luckily, the portal I went through brought me into a dungeon filled with kids. That's how I know it's taking them. I was able to get out, but those kids were never seen again. Scary stuff, Nick the Rat. Oh. Wow, this is deep. This is deep. This is Beat Mechanic, the Collective. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Nick the Rat Radio. Hope you're having a lovely evening tonight. I hope you're learning a lot. I hope you're figuring out ways to save the children, especially of Ohio. Kids all over the place need saving. Boy, oh boy. I think I need to, let me check my voice. Is the phone lines working? Any voicemails here? 917-719-5923. The monster truck blew my phone's microphone. Wow. Is this a...
Hey, Nick.
Hi.
I'm out here at the state fair. Yeah, just blew my ears out with the monster truck. And the cannonball man busted my ears too. Now I'm sitting here next to the chainsaw guy.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he's a chainsaw artist. He like carves animals out of logs and shit. It's pretty cool. Wish you were here, buddy.
Oh, that, yeah. I love being around chainsaws. I get it, doing stuff is cool. Like juggling is cool, and doing a chainsaw juggle or carving is. But like, I really don't need to be near you doing a chain. It's like a weird fetish. It's like, hey, I like to make little wooden things out of chainsaws. Come watch me do it live. How about you just get your chainsaw away from me? I don't want to get too close to that. It's probably cool though. I'd like to watch that. We got some more emails here. We have one that just came in from what is this one here? Wait, no, that's an old email here. Got one from Ryan from Tiffin, Ohio. Salutations, my rat friend. I too have been wondering about missing kids here. I often walk around the riverbanks looking for trinkets like spoons or empty MIO jars. One evening, I heard a strange sound from the opposite bank. When I turned to look, I saw a nightmarish creature, a creature that resembled a monstrous frog. Hold on 1 second here. Does this work here? All right, a monstrous frog. Now it sounds like I'm in Monstrous Frog World, so this is cool, right? No, yeah, I'm just a little drunk, whatever. But it stood upright on 2 legs and had a humongous penis, and its penis had a fedora on the tip of it. As it drew closer, I realized it wasn't his penis, but a child, a young girl wearing a fedora, struggling to escape its grasp. The creature's eyes locked onto mine, and it grinned and flipped me off before vanishing into the dark waters of the river, taking the child with it. That's fucking horrifying. I ran back to town, but nobody believed my tale. I told everyone in the bar, and no one believed me. I wonder if they believed me after I barricaded the doors and set the place on fire. You believe me, right, Nick? Well, yeah, it's the Loveland Frogman, Ohio, snatching up the children. Yeah. Is there any other emails here? I think we have a couple more. Let's just read. There's a lot of fucking email. That's part of my French. Just a lot of email here. We can't read that one. That's just a picture of your penis with a fedora on it. I think this one I think I could read this one. All right, kids vanishing is horrifying, Nick. Yeah, this is from Emily from Dayton, Ohio. Ever since I was a child, my grandmother would tell me about the fairy rings of Ohio. Oh, it's another fairy ring. There's a lot of kids disappearing to fairy rings here. A place where the veil between our world and the fairy realm is thin. She always warned me never to go near it, especially after dark. Last summer, my little sister Sophia disappeared. We searched high and low but found no trace of her. That's when I remembered my grandmother's tale. I ventured into Wayne National Forest. Wayne National Forest. I'm telling you, you're going to find at least 600 kids in the trees there. If there's a couple thousand kids missing, there's at least a few hundred in the trees of the Wayne National Forest. And they found a fairy ring glowing softly in the moonlight. I think it was a Trojan brand, and it smelled like it was freshly used. What does that mean? I called Sophia's name, and to my astonishment, she emerged from a nearby bush, dazed with no memory of how she got there. Whoa, she must have been like poisoned by the fairies or something. Was it a Trojan fairy ring? It smelled like it was freshly. She was different. She was changed somehow. This is what I keep hearing about this. Like, if you do find these kids, there's something off about them. Like they changed. I'm thinking maybe it's like changelings. Maybe these kids are disappearing, but they're coming back and they're like getting jobs with the FBI or CIA or something. Maybe they're being replaced by the lizard people. Maybe it is the frogmen. Maybe the frogmen work for the CIA. Let me get back to this letter here. She no longer spoke about what happened inside the woods that night. I wouldn't either. And her eyes held an unsettling, knowing look, as if you know what I mean. I don't. Sure. I think we got a lot of emails here. Hold on, I gotta filter through these. People just keep sending pictures of their penis with fedoras on. It's all right. Look, people, please. This is like an open source podcast, and I'm very open minded. And no fedora peckers. All right. Jesus. Why do so many of you have tiny fedoras? That's the question here. This one comes from Jill Ann from Grove City, Ohio. Hey, Nick, the show is amazing. Thank you so much, Jill Ann. You're obviously a connoisseur of fine podcasts. Here's my story. I live near a small farming community in Ohio, and one summer back in 1984, I woke up to a horrifying sight. A massive, intricate crop circle that had appeared overnight in a nearby field. The strange part was the circle resembled my genitalia. We couldn't make sense of it. Then the disappearances started. Children from the town began vanishing without a trace. My neighbors claimed she saw strange lights in the sky and heard eerie sounds in the fields, but I always assumed she was just an alcoholic. Until this one night, I was out in the fields baiting, and when I saw a beam of light from the sky land right in the center of the crop circle, a local boy named Danny, who I liked, was lifted off the ground and into the light. Some fluid seemed to squirt out of him and all up in my crop circle. He never returned, and we never found any evidence, but the crop circle remained. I sure do miss Danny. See, this is like a personal account. Somebody that actually lost somebody that they knew and loved, and this all is happening in front of us. The news is barely reporting on it. I became aware of it tonight. the missing kids of Ohio. And the response from all the Ohioans that are reaching out to the show tonight, it's awe-inspiring. I feel good to be in this realm with you people, because you're doing your part. What is this email here? This is more. Wait, hold on. Let me read this one. After I read this one, we're gonna go to a music break, and it's gotta take a breather. I've been doing a lot of reading tonight. There's a lot of. I heard you were chatting. I'm always chatting, Spooky R. I'm chatting to you right now. Spooky R, do you want to hear a story? I'm gonna tell you a story that was written from Keith from a place called Defiance, Ohio. Apparently, there's a place called Defiance, Ohio. Hey, Nick. Zindu might not be as dumb as he looks. Our family used to take trips to Lake Erie every summer. One night, as we were sitting around the campfire, my daughter Lily suddenly stood up and walked towards the water. She saw some red lights in the sky, and it hypnotized her. It hypnotized all the kids in the area. They all walked into the field up to the metallic craft that emerged from the lake and came up on the shore. The aliens were tall, and they were menacing, and they came out of the ship that was about as big as a Dunkin' Donuts, and they wrapped their long, hairy fingers around all of our little Lily. She was lifted up into the craft along with the other kids in the neighborhood. We watched helplessly as the craft vanished into the night, leaving us in shock. We reported it to the authorities, but they dismissed it as mere hallucination. The cops didn't help you? The town folk had to hold weekly orgies to repopulate the kids in the neighborhood. This was about 10 years ago, so I'm with Zindu on this one. Aliens. Food fight. Yeah. Wow. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Nick the Rat Radio. It is midnight in the next sewer over. Woo. It's really quiet in the sewer tonight. Yahoo chat? Spooky, what are you talking about? Why are you talking about Yahoo chat up in sewer chat? I'm so confused. Let me check the email here. Let me check the voicemail. Wait, what is this? It looks like 917-719-5923. It looks like we have another email that just came in. This one comes from Lisa in Van Wert, Ohio. Okay, let's read this one. Hi, Nick. I never talked about what happened to my twin sons, Alex and Ben, before, but I'd want to share this with your audience. One night a few years ago, they were playing in the backyard when suddenly a flash of light engulfed them. I ran outside, and all that remained were two small piles of clothes. No trace of my boys. I searched for years, and then I started having vivid, terrifying dreams. I was aboard an alien spacecraft surrounded by creatures with elongated heads and hollow eyes. They told me my sons were chosen and showed me images of the twins now grown, but they were different, emotionless, robotic, holding tiny tools that looked like they were building Apple iPhones. I woke up in a cold sweat every night knowing that I'd never see my sons again. I know I'm not alone here in Ohio, and I am not the only one that has had children stripped away from them underneath our noses. Scary. Holy shit. Yahoo chat is lit. Maybe that's what happened with these kids. Yahoo chat. I would believe that more kids went missing during Yahoo chat time than WhatsApp or whatever people use. Discord. Maybe not. Maybe Discord's a bigger child abductor. It's I wonder which platform has the most child abductions per platform. Shouldn't we know which platform has the most child predators arrested via it? I thought that's public information. Is there let's make a website called graftsocialpedos.com or something where because they have to register, right? And what platform did they use to commit their crimes? Expose them and protect Ohio. But expose them in a graph form that we can remember easily, like the nutritious triangle that the FDA made for us one day. Let's see, I'm not going to read that one. Another dick pic. Nice boobs. They are lopsided. Those are cool, though. Salutations, my friend, missing kid. Spoons, mayo jars. We read that one. This is from Loretta from Perrysburg, Ohio. Good evening, sewer chat. No, that's nice. Frogmen are all over Ohio. Our government knows the frogmen have been stealing the kids here, and they won't do shit about it. I was out exploring the abandoned Loveland Fairgrounds, which were rumored to be haunted, and as I wandered through the dilapidated carnival rides, I heard strange music in the distance. It sounded like a harmonica. Everything was off, but the carousel began to spin on its own. Wait, hold on 1 second here. Hello, caller?
Hey, Nick.
Caller, do you know anything about these kids in Ohio?
Unfortunately, I think it's all part of the unraveling.
How so?
Well,
You see, some of them kids there, they're actually missing for a short period of time. But after they put out these missing alerts, they don't necessarily wipe them off the record.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, which leads a lot of people to misconstrued conclusions. And then you have the frogmen eating a shit ton of them. I mean, you know, it's a bit of QAnon, adrenochrome harvesting, and then frogmen. But there may be 5 to 12% of them actual children. You know, it's sloppy reporting and a lot of dummies that make up the other 82% or so. You know, it's unfortunate.
Do you know of anything we could do to maybe help save these children?
Well, the ones Ohio for centuries has been a place where it's just been poor for children. You ever hear of the Gorge Orphanage?
Is that where they throw kids into the pit if they're bad?
Yeah. Yeah, you got the Gorge babies. You ever hear of them? You ever read up on them?
No. The Gorge babies?
Yeah, look them up. You'll
All right, let me
that's
type
a whole
into
thing.
Google search here. I want to see Gorge babies.
No, Gorge Orphanage.
Gorge Orphanage. Gorge.
Yeah, I know you can't spell orphanage, but
Orphanage.
Fanage.
Little orphanage.
Yeah.
Well, look at that. Yeah, it's a local legend in northern Ohio, which refers to supposedly haunted ruins near the city of Vermilion in Lorain County.
Oh, yeah. That's near the Gorge, where the orphanage was.
Oh, my. It's 1908. The kids, 172 children. They all died.
Yeah. Yeah, the Gorge babies, they call them.
The Gorge babies.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Moloch and Ball, they're still calling theirs out of the herd, but they usually do it in abortionary clinics through satanic men, you know, led there by the daughters of Lilith.
Hold on one second.
But,
I'm looking at this picture here of this.
Of the ruins?
Yeah. And this is real.
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm looking at it right now. This is I think we should burn this all down. Because I just think that we should burn it. I think maybe shoot it with a gun and burn it.
Well, we'll have to contend with the frogmen then.
Frogmen, well, you know, what is a frog guy gonna do? There's like, if I got into a fight with a frog guy, it might get a little gross and sticky, but I'm not really too scared.
I thought that until I saw what I mean, see, you're used to little frogs, and you're a rat. You know frogs will eat a rat.
Oh, yeah, right. You could just crawl right out of their butt like a bounce house.
Oh, that sounds fun.
It's not so bad.
But a man-sized frog is a force to be reckoned with, especially when they put the glowy eyes on you.
Yeah.
You know, that's just bewildering. But do you know about who was it? Henry Tiedemann? And the what's it, Franklin Mansion? That's in Cleveland. That's some scary shit from back in the 1800s. They were doing all kind of child sacrifice and sexual depravity there and torture of children way back in the day. That was before the river even would burn.
They needed those adrenochrons back then too.
I don't know if they was doing as much adrenochrome as they. I mean, they were just leeching in general back then.
Huh.
You know, so they're pretty vampire-y. But you know, that place is pretty. Look up Franklin Mansion, Ohio.
Franklin
That's
Mansion.
another. I think it's Henry Peterman, Tiederman.
Harry, Pete, and Man. Whoa,
Yeah,
that's
Harry
caller. What is this a picture of?
Harry Pete and Man.
Oh, this is disgusting.
Yeah.
Oh. Ew. How does it? He needs to shave.
Yeah. 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 What's that? Bigfoot mystery.
What? Caller.
Don't
Caller,
go
we're
there,
talking
don't.
about children tonight. Chief. Bigfoot mystery. Call. Oh, we got a couple more emails that just came in here. There's a couple more? Not really. Yeah, this is from I gotta read this. This is from Ohio. This is from Quaid from Selena. Nick, it's the Frogman. They come here every Halloween. 7 years ago, Halloween night, I attended a masquerade ball in Loveland, and I was drinking heavily. As the cuck struck midnight, the music stopped and the lights flickered, and the bartender that was yelling at me to get out. And that's when I saw it. The crowd parted, revealing a towering amphibious figure at the center of the dance floor. It was the Loveland Frogman. Its eyes shone as with a haunting intensity as it extended a web hand inviting me to dance. I couldn't resist. We danced into a macabre waltz as the room filled with a croaking sound of otherworldly music. What is this bullshit? Why am I reading this? As the night wore on, I realized for Ohio, I couldn't escape the dance. The frogman's grip tightened. I felt myself transforming into something not quite human. Then the frogman stuck its tongue down my throat, and when I started to gag, it asked me my age. I said I was 33 at the time, and the motherfucker told me I was too old and vanished. I know he's out here snatching up them kiddos. You gotta do something. Okay, jeez. This is fucking horrible. I got some guy here saying it's portals. Boris in Newark, Ohio. I agree it's portals for sure, Nick. One evening while exploring an abandoned factory near Cincinnati, I stumbled upon a room filled with strange machinery. I think it was called VCRs. And in the center was a TV with a fat man on it talking about kids committing suicide. Using a gun or something, I don't know. But while I was in the portal, something opened up and I felt, and now I started turning into a frog. I think my English is not my first language. And then you show it. Yeah, okay, fuck you. Look, don't write to me if it's gonna be something like that. Okay. Caller?
Yeah. Nick.
Hey, how you doing?
We got cut off. I don't know. But there's a bunch of portals. In Ohio. One is at the Serpent Mound. You know about the Serpent Mound, Nick?
Is that where you stick your snake?
That's where the snake comes and eats the sun. And that's a portal for where children go.
And it's in Ohio. Holy moly.
Yeah, we just had an equinox, too. So it comes. You can see that snake good on the equinoxes. You know, and
This
that
is probably
snake
it.
when it swallows the sun, it's really swallowing children.
We have to go there and kill this snake. We need to get like a whole bunch of Irish people to come with us to Ohio.
We just need one with a good shillelagh, if you know what I'm saying.
A magic shillelagh. We could save the children.
That's what old St. Patrick did. He got them all the snakes out of Ireland. And if he could get the one out of that serpent mound, man, that is a poor toll. And serpents and frogs are pretty close related friends. You know?
So you're basically telling me that they're all connected?
Everything. It's the unraveling. That's where I was going with all this.
The less it's together, the more it's the same. Oh, wow.
Exactly. It's just tattered threads of a bullshit universe. From the misreporting to the Q idiots to the fucking adrenochrome harvesters.
That's why we keep it straight on Nick the Rat Radio.
What?
We point out the haters and the liars and the fibbers, and we bring truth.
Well, what is, and that is the truth. Now, if I'm bringing it, that is not what I know. I just is.
You be.
Know?
Well, caller, thank you so much for all the information, but I'm gonna have to go now. We're gonna end this show. It's getting
Mandela.
Mandela?
No, the Mandela effect.
The Modelo effect.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm not that drunk. I had three mo's. I had 3 mo's.
Oh, good. No, that's good. It's late, and the children. We got to get to finding children. I'll be able to pick you up in a little bit.
All right, yeah, but we'll bring the white van out. Let's go get some. We'll round them up. We'll protect them. Thank you so much, caller.
And for all the listeners out there that are, can I do a promo?
Oh, sure, go for it.
Okay, Tony Hinchcliffe, Fully Grown Tour, Miller Theater, tomorrow night, Philadelphia. Get on down there. Meatball and all her friends are coming for free. Did you see Meatball, Nick?
And, did it roll down spaghetti and off the table onto the floor?
All covered in cheese. Yeah. Tony Hinchcliffe, Full Grown Tour, tomorrow night, Miller Theater, Philadelphia. He'll be in New York City soon.
Check it out, everybody. Yeah. I'll have to...
Yeah. But, yeah, Meatball. Did you see Meatball? You had to see Meatball.
What is Meatball?
Philadelphia Meatball.
Meatball, Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Donatella Arpaia. Many of you may know me as the head judge on Iron Chef America. I'm a lifestyle brand chef, restaurant.
She's a cook?
No, it's just Meatball Philadelphia, or on Twitter, anywhere. You'll see Meatball.
Oh, I'm gonna go
she
check
was
this.
a looting reporter last night.
What?
And she was on TikTok.
Everybody's got to eat?
You got to check her out, man.
Everybody's got to eat?
What?
Does everybody have to eat?
Everyone, yeah.
Thank you for the call. We're gonna let's see if we have a couple more emails that just came in. Just gonna go over these emails really quick, and then we're gonna end the show. But thank you everybody for calling in and participating and reading and staying and listening. And I hope we helped these kids in Ohio. This shit's really fucked. It's a fucked up situation. We shouldn't have to deal with this. We have Michael from Mansfield. These stories ring true with me, Nick. I'm an amateur botanist, which means I work with plants and I don't have any money. Some days I go exploring in the woods behind my house looking for trash to eat or any gently used porno magazines which I may find that my dad would have left behind if he was in a hurry and late for his teaching gig at a nearby school. Once I stumbled upon a ring of mushrooms I'd never seen before. It was pulsating and covered with white, slimy goo that was like a boiling pot of mayonnaise on the stove on Thanksgiving morning. I couldn't resist the temptation to suck on it. After a few moments of licking it, it felt like time slowed down and I heard faint, ethereal harmonica music. That's when I noticed the children, a circle of them, hand in hand, dancing with laughter in their eyes. They beckoned me to join, but something deep within me told me to run. They all looked underage. I had left the woods and never looked back. To this day, I wonder if those children were the ones who disappeared forever, lost in the fairy ring. Is there any more emails, or can we get out of here? I think that might be all of them. I think we went through all the emails that were at least important. Yeah, I think that's it. All right. Well, thanks everybody. Wait, was this Frankie from Dresden? Did we read this one? Nick, here's my tale of a child snatching portal. One foggy night in Dresden, I was wandering along the shores of Lake Erie when I saw a peculiar sighting. An eerie glowing door standing upright in the middle of the beach. As I approached, it swung open, revealing a parallel universe unlike anything I've ever seen. Pipes filled with mayonnaise flowing with liquid gold. In an instant, a group of children playing nearby were pulled through the doorway by what looked like a 7-foot-tall creature with 44 dicks. They disappeared into the portal and surrounding landscapes of pipes and grates. What am I reading? I'm so drunk. I can't read this. The portal closed behind them, leaving me alone on the beach, naked with the story. You now have okay. Either way, thank you everybody for tuning in. I hope Ohio fixes this problem. This is probably one of the most things that has to do with kids is the most horrific thing there could be. You never, like, if you think about, like, somebody, like, riding a motorcycle and not wearing pads and they fall off it and they turn into a meat crayon, that's bad. But now let's replace that person with a child, and it's even worse. It's fucking horrifying. Protect the kids. Wu-Tang for life. Nick the Rat Radio will be back next week with even more creepier stuff because it's Halloween. It's October, finally. It's here. The countdown to Halloween has begun. Get ready for some new crazy spooky shit. I'm going to bring it to you. Wherever you are. I'm going to give it to those kids. And save them from the frogs. Till then, we got Back Sound Free with Creep Night Horror.
me? Oh, you are priceless, rat. I am eternal, child. I am the eater of worlds and of children. And you are next.
Stop killing animals!